Lately, I've been mourning the loss of all Rocket League lands, sitting around just thinking about the good times when I got to go to RLCS and hang out with everybody and meet all sorts of weird people. So I thought it would be right to commemorate the good old days of live Rocket League stuff by giving you a heads up for the kinds of people you'll probably run into if you do ever get a chance to attend RLCS, and if we ever get around to having live Rocket League events again. Now, I should say a quick word about the footage used in this video. I personally don't vlog a lot at RLCS, like hardly at all, just because I don't really want to. So all the footage in this video is just coming from random footage I could find of RLCS on YouTube. So for example, if I'm talking about a certain kind of person that you'll probably meet at RLCS and I show a random person, it doesn't mean absolutely that that is the kind of person that I'm showing, if that makes sense. I'm sorry if you're in this video, basically, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry if you're in the video, really I am. You didn't ask for it, but you went to RLCS, so you took that risk. Now before we get into this, I have to tell you guys about today's sponsor, which is Manscaped. Manscaped was kind enough to hook me up with their best current products, and it's all in this one sort of package called the Performance Kit. This is the best route to go if you're wanting to get a complete manscaping kit, especially if you're new to this, you haven't bought this before. I would recommend this. It's really great and it's super affordable. So in this kit, we've got the brand new Lawnmower 3.0. This is, in my opinion, the best trimmer on the market. It's really powerful, but still really small and sleek, and it works really well. The one thing you don't want from a trimmer like this is something that's underpowered. And yeah, you don't want something that's just going to be tearing you up, which some of them do. This one has Manscaped's skin-safe technology, which reduces nicks and cuts. Now we've also got the Weed Whacker here, which is a nose and ear trimmer. I can't say I have ear hair plaguing me yet. Some of you might, but I do have nose hair, and this thing works amazing to get rid of it. Trust me, nobody wants to see your nose hair. Nobody. There's the ball deodorant called Crop Preserver, and there's also a ball toner. There's a lot more in this package, including this nice travel bag, as well as a pair of these super comfortable Manscaped underwear. Honestly, these are like one of my favorite pairs of underwear that I own. So if you want to go get this, go to manscaped.com today. You can actually use the link in the description and get 20% off, plus free international shipping, along with these two gifts when you use code FLuuMP. Again, use the link in the description, use code FLuuMP for 20% off, and your balls and your body will thank you. All right, guys, let's jump back into 10 kinds of people you'll probably meet at RLCS. All right, right off the bat, let's kick this one off with one of the more important characters in the RLCS character list. We've got the cheer guy. Now, this was a phenomenon that started back at the RLCS Season 5 World Championships. Basically, the entire crowd, but specifically a certain section of the crowd, led by these chaps known as Stumpy and Cole. Anyways, they did a lot of cheering, like specific cheering, like making up their own cheers. And yeah, they just really get into cheering. And they're the single cause of thousands of RLCS fans literally losing their voices after the first day, because it turns out, hear me out, if you scream your head off for 7 hours straight, yeah, you start to lose your voice. Though Cole and Stumpy are the quintessential cheer guys, although now at this point they're, casters and, doing all sorts of other stuff, so good for them, they might not have to be cheer guys anymore. Anyways, they have created their followers, people who will literally do anything and pay anything to get into their section of seating so that they can be sort of led in cute little Rocket League cheers like this one. So if you run into a cheer guy at RLCS, you should know that they're harmless, really. The only way to get on their bad side is to not cheer. So just cheer when they're around, and if they're not looking, you're good to just sit down and enjoy your beer. Which brings me to number 9. We've got the drunk or the alcoholic, whichever you prefer. This is the guy who skips the merch line or the player, signing line, or the place where you can get pictures with people. And there's a big circle of people around a pro or a YouTuber. He doesn't care, because he is on a mission. First thing when he gets to the event at like 9 a.m., he's heading straight to the bar to start the day off right with like 2 40s. And by noon, he will have magically transformed into a full-blown cheer guy. Sorry, I thought that was funny. I thought that was a funny joke. See, it turns out, just like there are people who can't enjoy a baseball or a football game without getting completely plastered, like in the first half, there are also people in the Rocket League community who do the same thing. And sometimes they get rowdy and crazy and even get themselves kicked out for throwing a fire extinguisher at a random person. That's right, I literally filmed this dude getting kicked out because he just thrown a fire extinguisher, like off of a ledge. I think at like a random bodyguard or something, I don't know. I recommend interacting with these characters before noon. That's your best best chance of coming out unscathed, because afternoon, like, it's over at that point. All right, number 8 goes to all the kids out there. Maybe you're like 8 or 10 or 12 kids who just love Rocket League and they happen to be really freaking good at it. So good that if you meet them, you will instantly become convinced that they're the next Squishy Muffins. Maybe you run into the prodigy while playing in a little mini tournament at the after party and you find yourself up against this kid who has one simple advantage over you. This person literally plays Rocket League like 16 hours a day and you're lucky to even get in like an hour at night. You don't have a chance. The prodigy is taking you down. It doesn't matter that you're like 3 times his age. I've met quite a few prodigies at Rocket League events, and for real, meeting kids who love Rocket League is awesome. And we'll get into this later, but I love it because you usually meet like an entire family along with them that is like in some way into Rocket League, enough so that they'll actually come to an event like this and literally watch it all day. So it's pretty cool. Rocket League prodigies, very cool. All right, in the number 7 spot, we've got the pro. Obviously, you'll get to see a lot of pro players at RLCS, but the real kicker is if you get to meet your favorite pro. So if you see a small crowd gathering and slowly getting bigger, there's a good chance that you've got a pro on your hands. It could be a content creator, but it also could be a pro. But know this, it's only going to be certain pros. Many of the pro players don't go hang out in the crowd, either because they're a bit antisocial or maybe introverted, or more likely they just hate you and have no interest in meeting you or meeting anyone in the community, and they think they're better than you. That's probably what it is. I'm just kidding, guys. The other simple way to meet a pro or meet your favorite pro is to figure out when they are signing, like doing a signing thing, and get in the line, you know, get your chance to take a picture with them, stand there for an hour if you have to. Hopefully they don't switch to like a different team while you're waiting. I personally don't care for this. It's pretty artificial and they're meeting like hundreds of other people, so it's really not very meaningful to anyone. Whereas if you bump into them at the event or like at the after party, I don't know, I feel like it's just more genuine. Man, I'm giving a lot of advice in this video that I wasn't planning, but you know, take it or leave it. Number 6 goes to the picture guy. It's amazing, even the average run-of-the-mill Rocket League player can instantly turn into a hardcore picture guy at any given moment. The sight of your favorite streamer or YouTuber or pro, it can cause you to just run up to them and basically beg them to take a picture with you. I have personally encountered many picture guys and girls in my time at RLCS because for some reason, people want to get pictures with me. How do people even know what I look like? Like, I've purposely disguised my profile picture with a beard that I could never grow. How do they know that it's me? I don't have a beard. I'm currently growing my hair out though, so then I'll be even more disguised. Although right now you're seeing my face, so that, this is backfiring on me. Anyways, picture guys, they're real. Number 5 goes to the fanboy. And here I'm specifically talking about the RLCS fanboy, not like a Sunless fanboy. Maybe, you know, they're a G2 fanboy. Rest in peace all the Cloud9 fanboys, because they were great, man. Used to be at RLCS, everybody was wearing a Cloud9 jersey. If you have something Cloud9 related, you should definitely wear it to the next RLCS, even though they don't have a Rocket League team anymore. The fanboy cares about one thing and one thing only: watching the games, all of them, analyzing them, talking about the games, and you know, maybe if they get a chance to run into Squishy Muffins, like, they'll be happy. But otherwise, they're there to watch the game. The fanboy knows why a certain team is winning at any given moment and why another team is losing. They know where all the holes are in the other team's defense, and honestly, if they were playing, like if they just got their chance, like their shot, they could probably handle the pressure. The best place to encounter a fanboy is just right in the arena, sitting, you know, right behind you probably while you're watching the match, talking about the match and what's happening and how it's happening and what should be happening. And if you have any questions about what's happening, the fanboy is your guy. All right, number 4 goes to the Bubble Pro. Now, Bubble Pros go to every RLCS without fail, so pay attention, you'll definitely run into a few. A Bubble Pro is a pro player who, well, if I'm being honest, they're like not really a pro player. I'm gonna get some hate for this. It's like a pro player who's not a pro. So they're on a team, maybe that team, you know, pays them, I don't know, but often they're not being paid or anything. You know, they're on a team and they're really freaking good, but not quite good enough to make it to the World Championship or to compete against the best teams in the world. And there's one thing that the Bubble Pro will make clear: either they should be playing at the World Championship, they could have been playing at the World Championship if something else had happened, or one day they will be playing at the World Championships. Because one time they beat NRG, so think about it. All right, next up we have the content creator. Much like the pro, content creators can often be found somewhere at the venue, often with a crowd gathering around them. Nobody, and I mean nobody, can turn your average Rocket League fan into a picture guy like a content creator. Maybe it's Sunless Khan, or maybe it's some random content creator who has like 18,000 subs. Either way, they're famous and you want to be around them. Even if they're trying to get into their Uber, like to go to get dinner, and you want to be with them, you want to talk to them. All I can say is this: follow them. Like, just follow them everywhere. Follow them into the bathroom. Even when they're peeing, like, you should whisper to your friends behind them while they're at a urinal. Say things like, I think that's FLuuMP. Because listen, even the boldest bladder can turn into a shy bladder in that moment. I can tell you from experience. Most content creators are great. Just know that if you're going to be around them, you're going to be around like 80 other random people who also want to be around them. But hey, it makes them feel famous. You know, everybody basically will laugh at anything they say that's even remotely funny. I don't know. They want to feel famous. That's why they became content creators in the first place, is to feel famous. So just roll with it. All right, number 2 is one of my favorites. We're talking about the after party guy. Much like the drunk, this guy cares about one thing, and that's just having a good time. The after party guy saves his voice during the matches. Heck, he might not even attend half the matches because he knows he's going to need his voice for Sunday night, because Sunday night is the most important night of the entire event. It's the after party. This guy likes to ask you and everyone he runs into whether or not you are coming to the after party, because to the after party guy, the after party is the single greatest part of RLCS. Yeah, Justin scored that 1 0-second goal that one time, but you should have seen the after party, because so-and-so got drunk and did something dumb and got kicked out. Not like you could have literally seen that at any literal place, at any literal bar, any literal weekend, but no one cares about Justin's epic 0-second goal. It's all about the after party. The after party guy has one kryptonite, and we experienced this at the last RLCS. Sometimes Psyonix throws a curveball and literally cancels the after party last minute, in which case the after party guy came to an event that he didn't really attend, looking forward to the last night when he could go to something that is now canceled. The after party is great, guys, but don't be the after party guy. All right, this brings us to number 1, and you may find it weird that this would be at number 1, but it touches on something that I love about the Rocket League community. Number 1 goes to the Rocket League mom. And when I say the Rocket League mom, really, I'm more referring to the Rocket League parent or the Rocket League family. Basically, any person at RLCS who isn't really into Rocket League, but they're just there supporting another person. They themselves don't play, they don't really care about the game or the esport in and of itself. They're there because they have a loved one who loves Rocket League, and they're there to support them, or basically be like a guardian. Now here's my favorite part about Rocket League moms, because this always happens. They come to RLCS with their kid or kids, and they themselves turn into fanboys by the end of the tournament. I've literally heard this countless times. They tell me that, they just came to support their son or daughter, and now they're the ones standing up cheering and yelling and getting into the game. Now there's probably more I could say about Rocket League moms, but in my experience, they're just super cool, and I really respect them for coming to RLCS. So if you're out there and you're a Rocket League mom or dad, or maybe you have a Rocket League mom or dad, tell them to come with you to the next RLCS. Just show them this video. Tell them this: Rocket League is way more fun to watch than regular sports. There, I said it. It's not like going to a high school soccer or football or baseball game. It's way bigger, it's way more exciting. Your dad probably won't believe you at first, but it's way more fun to watch. And if you can just get them there, I promise they won't regret it. All right, guys, there you have it. 10 people that you'll probably meet at RLCS. Let me know if you can think of any I'm missing, or if you think you're one of these people, and hopefully I'll see you at the next Rocket League LAN. Could be held in Russia, and honestly, I'm pretty sure I'd find a way to go at this point. Anyways, we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.